All right, so in the last video we had the robot moving in the X and the Y. This time I'm just going to put him back in the X direction again. So I'm going to get rid of the Y code for now. And we'll just get rid of all of this. And we're going to put the robot roughly in the middle of the screen, moving to the side. Not so bad, right? All right, now, rather than making the robot leave the screen and then reappear, I want to make the robot bounce back and forth. You with me? So what I'm going to do, though, if the robot is moving to the left, I have a negative. I'm subtracting from the position, right? And if the robot moves to the right, I'm adding to the position. So let's think about this for a second. I'm going to start the robot in the middle and make sure we understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to say let speed get 1. All right. So now down here, if instead of subtracting 1, I subtract speed, we'll move to the left, right? Now if I add speed, I will move to the right. Not so bad. If I make that number bigger, I will move faster. That's why I'm calling it speed. If I make it a -3 speed, it'll move fast to the left. So now I can just change this up here and not have to change line 16 to make my robot move. So far, so good. So I'm going to make it positive again. Oh. And we'll see that the robot leaves the screen but never reappears. All right, so I've got this one if statement that says if I get to the left edge of the screen, reappear on the right, but I don't have one that says if I leave the right-hand side. So I'm going to add another if statement. So if, we're going to put the other one back in that we had originally, x gets greater than with plus 35, then I know the robot's all the way off the screen. Make x be x gets -35. So the robot starts off the other side of the screen. So again, you'll notice how these two are opposites, right? Where the 35 and the with plus 35 are in different spots. When I flip those, I also have to flip the greater than less than. So now I can move my robot in either direction. So far, so good. So, but I'm going to change something now. Here we go. I'm going to make it so that when the robot gets to the edge, it starts going the other way. To do that, I need to change the speed variable. So far, so good. I need to change the speed variable to make that happen. So the easiest way to do that is I'm going to come down here. I'm just going to comment this line out. And then rather than changing x, I'm going to make speed be -3. Oh, that's not so bad. And then on the other side, I'm going to comment this out, and then I'm going to make speed be +3. Now you'll see he goes all the way off the screen before bouncing. I want him to bounce while he's still on the screen. So we know he's 70 wide, so I need to just get rid of this minus, and I just need to make this a minus. So now he will bounce while he's totally on the screen. Pretty cool, eh? Now, the other thing to know is that, let's say the speed was bigger. So let's say I started with a 6. But see, as soon as he bounces, he slowed down because down here I'm telling speed to become -3. If instead I just say speed gets negative speed, bam! I just made a negative on that speed. Now, but when we got to the other side, so I'm going to say speed gets positive speed. Here we go. Wait, how come we didn't come back? Because really what I'm doing here, when I say speed gets negative speed, this is the same thing as saying -1 times speed. All right? That's what negative speed means. Negative speed means -1 times speed. And up here, this is saying +1 times speed. Well, if speed has a value of negative 6 and I multiply it by positive 1, what do I get? I get negative 6 still, don't I? So really what I want to do is, if I do negative speed, if I multiply by negative 1, I flip the sign, right? So if I multiply by negative 1, I flip the sign, so negative 6 becomes positive 6. And if it's positive 6 and I say negative speed, it becomes negative 6. So in this case, boom, there we go. All right, now, your task, see if you can get the robot bouncing, and for the bonus extra task, see if you can get it moving up and down and bouncing off the top and bottom and off the side, so it's kind of bouncing around the screen completely. All right, you're gonna have to do a little thinking, but if you can't quite get there, that is okay. Just see if you can get your robot to bounce today. All right, that's your task.